Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening. How are you?
You're doing very great. So, what about you?
I'm also doing very great. Thank you so much for asking me, and thank you so much to reaching out to me.
So, ma'am, as you're meeting very first time, so would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I am Neha, and I am from Jharkhand. Recently, I completed my graduation in English honors, and nowadays I am working on my communication skills and as well as my basic computer skills. That's all about me, and I really want to know about you both.
So, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. This is Maliha Binte Masood. I'm a student of 8th standard. I love to know new things, including my country as well as the other country. So, I can speak in English a little bit. I'm also English learner. My family
Mm-hmm.
consists of 4 members. They're my parents, me, and my brother. I'm from Bangladesh as a neighbor country. So, that's it about me.
So he is your brother, right?
Yes, you're totally right. He's my brother.
Oh, so you both are you both are doing this conversation.
Yeah, ma'am, most of the time together we connect with people and together we make video or when we get time we learn together.
Ma'am, I have a
Yeah.
question for you that how long have you been using English as a language?
I think I mean I started my journey a year before, but interacting with people I started last month.
Oh, that's great, that's great.
Hmm.
So did you face any kind of problem and trouble to speak in English in front of people? First, when you come to this type of conversation, when you first come to in front of camera, so did you feel any kind of hesitation and problem?
Exactly. I mean, I used to of talking in front of camera, but interacting with the real person is a different thing. You both know very well. So when I started this journey of interacting new peoples in my everyday basis last month, so that time I felt little bit nervousness, shyness, and discomfort. But nowadays, I already talked with so many people, so many YouTubers. So now I have little bit confident if I compare myself before then.
Oh, that's great, that's great. So ma'am,
Mhm.
if you have any question, you can ask us.
So she introduced herself. So would you introduce yourself?
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me a golden opportunity as well to introduce myself. Actually, it's me, Muslim Mams, speaking in front of you. I study at 8th standard. I'm belong to Dinaspur district, Bangladesh. This is my sister. We are siblings as well as we are twins, baby. There are 4 family members in my family. They are my parents, me, and my sister. My father is a professor and my mother is a teacher. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I like to ride a bicycle, speak English with a stranger, and make English blog video. We have been learning this language more than 1 year. So that's it.
Okay. So you are from you are from teaching background. It means your father is a professor, no, right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're
Hmm.
right, ma'am. So one more question I would like to ask you that you didn't
Hmm.
mention me or my brother that which state are you from right now?
What? I can't hear you properly.
Oh, understand. So would you like to share with me, ma'am, that what do you do every single day to enhance your spoken English?
Okay, so if I told you like what kind of things I am doing in my daily basis, so I think reading, writing, and speaking. Nowadays, I am doing these three things in my daily basis, and I try to do each and everything. But sometimes, because of the time issue and because of some reason, I am not able to do. But nowadays, I am trying to at least do 2 to 3 conversation with new persons in my daily basis.
Oh, that's great. I think is it helping you very much to enhance your spoken English? And we are also trying to make some conversations every single day, but we're a lack of people. Also, you can say that as we're students, so most of the time we're busy with our academic studies and other studies. So that's why we are not getting much time to make video or call. That's why we are very late to talk with you. And we're trying our best to improve our spoken English. So would you like to share us some important tips and tricks that would help us to enhance our spoken English?
Okay, so if I talk about the important things, so everything is important, which I mentioned already that reading, writing, speaking, and listening, and that thing. But if I talk about most important thing is that writing. I try to write down each and everything in my diary before my bed. So I try to journal things like whatever I did in my day to day and whatever things happen in my day. So I try to journal that thing. So I think that helps me to make the sentences more effectively, construct the sentences more effectively. Because whenever you try to write down the things, you have to think first whatever you are going to write that thing. Okay, so if you think first and then you write, so that helps you to enhance your sentence structure. So yeah, most important thing in my opinion is writing and speaking.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Hmm.
So
So
if I
how
talk about
mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, if
Tell.
I talk about answers, what is the most important? So, we can say is writing, speaking, and listening. We always
Mm-hmm.
try to do it, and I'm also agree with you that writing skill is so important because when we go to write anything, we can remember, and everything is depend on writing. It also good our writing skill, and if any part, if we listen in our daily life or in
Mm-hmm.
our daily activities, if I listen, think, or word vocabulary, so if we
Mm-hmm.
can't remember it, we can write it. Otherwise, we won't be able to remember and we won't be able to say it.
Exactly. So you are in school, right?
Yeah, we are from school.
So do you have the environment of speaking in English there?
Oh, actually, ma'am, truly speaking, as I mentioned it, that we have been learning this language more than 1 year, but we are failed to make any kind of environment in our
Mhm.
school because in our school nobody can speak in English. That's why it is one kind of matter of sorrow. But at our home, we can speak. We are trying our best to speak here. But you will be glad to know that when our English class teacher come to enter in
Mm,
our classes, in that time we start talking in English because we know for practicing purpose we have to do that. So we can say that we speak in English with our parents, with our English teacher and English class teacher.
okay. So, first thing I really like about you both, that you have siblings who are ready to do the conversation in English with each other. Because if I talk about my siblings, so whenever I try to tell them that just ask me anything in English and I will reply you in English, so they they make fun of me. Most of the time they tell that why you are becoming like Angrez and all. So it's very hard for me to make the environment around me to do the conversation. But I really like to heard about you both, that you both are sibling and you are ready to help each other, and you are helping each other to learn this language.
Yeah, ma'am. We have also seen so many people that they are facing much problem because of partner, and that's why this application is here to helping us. And online we're connecting so many people
Mhm.
from different states, different part of our country. So that's why this application is helping us very much. But if we make any
Mhm.
kind of environment, because for kids it is very natural to learn this language, but for adults it is sometimes become very difficult because nobody come to help them.
You
Exactly.
know that you have also mentioned us that we have a partner. We each other always try to help when we can't
Mhm.
speak in English. So why need we connect with other person? That is the most important question to ask. Actually, I would like to share with you that we are so
Conversational video every single day, but we're trying our best. Actually, you know that for evening time, I think that this is the best time for making video. Morning time or afternoon time, it's not good for us because in that time we are studying in classroom or tuition. So that's why we're
Mhm.
not getting time. So this evening time and evening time is the best time for us to make English blog video, especially English conversational video, and we're trying our best. Actually, to be honest, that you can say that at our home we don't use our mother tongue, so we speak in English
Mhm.
all time. So we don't need any kind of time, extra time to speak in English, to practice our spoken English. So that's why
So
we're
you
doing.
changed your native language. That's why you both are so fluent.
Yeah, we are trying our best. We are trying to speak in English like our natives.
Mm.
to be honestly, if I say you, sir, we have sacrificed our native language totally, and we always try to use our second language, that is English. That is why you can say that always all the time we speak in English.
So you try to communicate with your parents also in English?
Yeah, you can say, as I mentioned even in the previous time, that we always try to speak in English with our parents as well. And because in the previous time they couldn't speak in English very well, but
Mhm.
because of us, they can speak a little bit.
Okay, so you both not only improved yourself, but also like you make difference in your parents' mother tongue also.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. One more thing I'd like to share with you that you know that every person, when any person, when they will get inspired from other person, they will start the journey. That we every single day we try to make a blog video for any kind of topic, depend on ourselves. So that I just try to motivate other person in our country. If any people interest to make video or to learn this language, so they will be able to speak in English so frankly, fluently. So that is
Mhm.
why I tried that if any people inspired by watching our video, they will be able to speak in English. And if they watch any kind of video, listen more and more, definitely they will be able to understand. And I have seen that in 2025, so many people they have started their communication skills like this way, and they also started the English journey, and they are also learning so well. I'm also glad to see and great to see it that Indian people they are also interested to make this type of video, and they are connecting with a different person.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
ma'am, if you have any question, you can ask me or my sister. Otherwise, we have to wrap up this session right now because
Mm.
we have talked more than 16 minutes.
Okay, so okay. So tell me something about your country. I really want to know about your country, and after that, you can wrap up this session.
Okay, actually, to be honest,
Sure, ma'am. I'll share with you that what's my country. So the official name of my country is People's Republic of Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
People's is known to all over the world. So my country is so outstanding. There's so many places, traditional place where you can visit there. You'll be glad to know that the Cox's Sea Beach in the highest sea beach in the world. People come here, especially not only the native people but also foreign people come here to visit the environment. The natural environment is so amazing. I have also desired to go there, but one day I'll fulfill my dream. But that is why the native people is so interested to go there, not only just for watching that environment, but also for competing with the foreign people. And if I say you that education system is so highly here, all of the places and the if I say you so natural beauty, it's so amazing. And we are
Mm-hmm.
from the district of Dinajpur, so here lychee is so important and most things about the fruit. So we like most it. Do you want to like eat lychee or not?
Yeah, yeah. Lychee and mangoes are my favorite food.
Wow,
Okay.
get to know it.
And I really want whenever you visit that place, you try to engage with foreigners in English.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Or if I talk about the any other any other thing, which things now I'm not remembering.
Okay, not a problem at all.
okay,
So
thank you so much, ma'am, for visiting and for talking to us and giving us your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
thank you, you too. Bye bye.